Bulletin. Directly on the heels of the breaking news linking carbs with cancer and the impressively professional debate that ensued,
well, I don't know, man, I don't know,
comes a new warning just yesterday. Vegetarianism can lead to heart disease and cancer.
Bad news for bacon lovers and lovers of a lot of things.
The sad meat news just keeps on coming.
They have everybody scared now. They better be careful or people will be too scared to read their bullshit. Now let's take a look at this article and see. This is actually kind of interesting. I'm used to reading this kind of stuff, but this was different. Long-term vegetarianism can lead to genetic mutations. Well, see, I want to stop like every half of a sentence to correct, but I think that kind of gets in the way of the story. So I will resist. Anyway, it's true. See, and that's the problem I have. It's a half-truth. And that raises the risk of heart disease and cancer. Populations who have had a primarily vegetarian diet for generations were found to be far more likely to carry DNA that makes them susceptible to inflammation. Scientists in the U.S. believe that the mutation occurred to make it easier for vegetarians to absorb fatty acids from plants. Now see, that was an interesting surprise there. That's an interesting hypothesis there. Oh, and there you go. It's a hypothesis. So did you notice the word believe there? Did you catch that? You see, I've been teaching on my channel to notice the little details that people often miss. Details and numbers and the way people make them sound different from what they actually are. See, the devil is in the details, and so is the bullshit. So this was interesting to me, because it sounds good and it sounds interesting. And then it continues on with some more interesting stuff here. This has the knock-on effect of boosting the production of arachidonic acid. Hey, they made up another new word. Have you noticed that to try to debunk a healthy vegetarian diet, you got to make shit up? Well, not literally, but kind of twist the data around in a way it's never been done before. And that's where you get your K2 and your D3, neoglucogenesis, a ninth amino acid, keto adaptation, paleo nutrition, brain shrinkage. This new word here that they got, it is known to increase inflammatory disease and cancer. Yeah, they're just buying into that new idea that it's inflammation that causes heart disease. I wonder where this idea came from. When coupled with a diet high in vegetable oils, such as safflower oil, the mutated gene quickly turns fatty acids into dangerous acid. Isn't that interesting? It's getting kind of complicated. Getting in deeper and deeper. The finding, there's no finding, there's a key word there, you see it all over the place, help explain previous research, which found, there's that word again. The finding may help explain previous research, which found vegetarian populations are nearly 40% more likely to suffer colorectal cancer than meat eaters. A finding that has puzzled doctors. Well, it would be puzzling if it was a finding. That there's the word may. They're making a lot more out of the study that was probably there to begin with. And it was probably some caveman's wet dream to begin with. Researchers from Cornell University. They probably got tired of Dr. Campbell walking around with his smug vegetarian look on his face. So these people compared hundreds of genomes from a primarily vegetarian population. See that word there? Catch that word? in India to traditional meat-eating people in Kansas and found there was a significant genetic difference. Notice they haven't said anything. They're building a case like a lawyer would do when he's got a client that's guilty. They're building the links. But like I said in the previous video, the same thing that causes heart disease is the same thing that causes obesity. And if people in Kansas think they're of normal body weight, then they got their heads up over the rainbow, tuned into Dr. Oz. And it's interesting because about once a week, I get a comment from out of nowhere from some anti-vegan saying, "Name one vegetarian population. Just one. Name one."
Those whose ancestry derives from vegetarians are more likely to carry genetics that more
rapidly metabolize plant fatty acids. In such individuals, vegetable oils will be converted to the more pro-inflammatory acid, increasing the risk for inflammation. The mutation appeared in the human genome she-grown, long ago, and has been passed down. To make the problem worse, what problem?
If you change your diet now, you can improve the hormonal profile.
They're trying really hard, a little too hard. This mutation also hinders the production of beneficial omega-3 fatty acids. Okay. And they're talking about bottled, well, we don't know what they're talking about, but yeah, some people consume that crap, especially vegetarians who are scared into thinking they're not getting enough fat. Which brings us back to that unnatural bitch. Then I caught a glimpse of the next paragraph. Not sure what I saw. And we will get some spontaneous reaction. Because if it's gotten this bad already, I think it's going to get worse before it gets any better. You'll be